Kitty in Boca Raton, Florida. Hey, Kitty, what's on your mind today?
Hi, Tom. I just want to say thank you, first of all, for everything you do. I watch Free Speech TV a lot. My husband, he's a Hunk Papa Lakota. He's an enrolled member at Standing Rock, so clean water is kind of a topic in our home. But we live in South Florida now. And down here in Florida, we have a big issue with the Everglades. I mean, it's been going on and on for a long time. And what I say is this. I don't think that we should let politicians make clean water a partisan issue, because I can tell you this, in the state of Florida, Republicans and Democrats alike, voters at least, they're all on board to do something about restoration and protection of our Everglades, because that's ultimately our drinking water.
Right.
And what I say is that we need to support anybody, Republican or Democrat, that is moving in that direction. Because if the politicians realize that everybody wants clean water, maybe they'll start acting in a better manner, going towards those goals. So, for example, there's a congressman, Brian Mast, and he ran on a clean water initiative, and he's a Republican. So what I say is that when we find the Republicans that are going like that, we need to call them. We need to support them. We need to tell them we're Democrats. We appreciate what they're doing, and we'll support.
Wouldn't there be a Democrat running against him who's also in favor of clean water? I mean, the Republican, Rick Scott, and the Republican opposition to doing anything about the Everglades has to do with being able to exploit the Everglades. Yeah. The Everglades, most people don't realize, is actually a giant river that has an enormous amount of grass growing in it, and a freshwater river until it, gets down near the ocean, and where it gets brackish. But I don't see why you would have to settle for a Republican. I don't get it.
Well, no, I agree. I know which party really goes for it, but the bottom line is he is our congressman now. So what we have, he is our congressman, so we need to tell him, keep going in that direction and we'll support you.
Yeah.
Because I don't like it that it's like, how did clean water become so partisan?
Well, it's because there's money to be made. About half of the water supplies in the United States right now are privatized. And they are profit centers.
Politicians.
And the politicians are paid off by the big water companies, Nestle et al. So that's how it becomes politicized. Is that the Republicans are looking for ways to make money off public assets, off the commons, and water is the most vital of all the commons, water and air. Without those two, we're dead really quickly. And so if they can help their friends get control of it. And I would be very, very careful about your Republican who is talking about clean water, because very often the Republicans will talk about, in fact, George W. Bush did this, with his clean water initiative, and that actually was reducing the standards for clean water. It was allowing more pollution into the water. And, sometimes these clean water efforts by Republicans are efforts to set up shop basically for Nestle to come in, or Coca-Cola or whatever to come in and pump out millions of gallons of water that they can bottle and turn into soda pop or just sell as bottled water. But so I would dig deep if a Republican is promoting it, because typically they don't do anything unless somebody's greasing their palm with money. And
I get that. But what we need to really do, as voters, is we need to see. Listen, this is the thing. Down here, we also have Big Sugar. That's a big problem with us. I don't think I say their name right, but there's the four brothers, the Fanjul brothers, and they're the ones that fund, to stop all this. They're mostly, actually, they donate both on the Democratic and the Republican side. There's four brothers, two go Republican, two go Democrat, even to the point where one of them was on Hillary Clinton's campaign in the state of Florida. And the thing is, too, about this, I know they need their money from them. I know how that's why I firmly believe money needs to be removed from politics.
Yeah.
But I understand that the politicians need their money to get their jobs. But what good is all that money if they don't get the votes?
Yeah.
Down here, it's overwhelming.
It's a good point. Kitty, we're out of time, but thank you for the call. And, money in politics is the original cancer. And right now, you take money out of politics and the Republican Party collapses.